The Moses Bridge at Fort de Rouvray in the Netherlands. Instead of spanning over the water, the bridge sinks into it. The Waitomo Caves in New Zealand's North Island. Most of the caves are inhabited by the larvae of an insect known as the glowworm, giving this gorgeous effect inside the caves. A photo in full color of the outlaw Billy the Kid, taken between 1879 to 1880. The Prime Minister of Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, crying on national television while announcing the separation of Singapore from Malaysia in 1965. A comparative photo of the size of Titanic to a modern cruise ship. These are frozen air bubbles. They are pockets of air that appear when the water freezes and reveals thousands of white bubbles trapped below the surface. Half of this painting was restored to compare to 300 years of cigarette smoke buildup. Man developed a head spin hole after years of breakdancing. A light pole in Poland that has become overgrown, coincidentally perfect for Halloween. An intact pyramid capstone which is estimated to be 2,500 years old. South Korean resident Cha Sa-sun. A 68-year-old woman passed her written driver's license exam on her 950th attempt, after spending nearly 15 years of trying. SpongeBob would be proud. The roots of this tree are formed as if it were a corpse. Don't worry, it's not real. This person found a crystal eye embedded in a rock. A meeting at the Mickey House Club in 1930. Yeah, I'd run out of there too. A photo of a deer which has a rare deformity in its antlers. Poor little thing. After 50 years of being dry, the Sahara Desert now has water lagoons. The Glory Hole, yes, that's its name, in Monticello Dam in California. The large amount of dust in this heat sink from a PlayStation 4, I don't want to know the amount of dead skin that must be there. A path of rocks which have been malforming due to the number of people who walk on them. A human tower which was made in Tarragona. A funny picture of Jean-Baptiste Kempf, the creator of VLC Media Player and the one who denied $10 million to keep the platform free of ads. A photo of a sword unearthed, perfectly preserved in Germany, said to be 3,000 years old. How massive the traffic jam can be in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. For some reason, a person sculpted a horse's head out of sand next to a supermarket. The absolute luck and satisfaction that this tree did not fall over these two houses. Leave a comment saying which photo impressed you the most. This is an old picture of the bloodletting, one of the oldest medical treatments used by humanity. An ingenious way of advertisement made by Coca-Cola. Grains were spread for pigeons in St. Mark's Square in Venice. A family of Zolos, one of the most ancient dog breeds in the world. A photo of the new Prime Minister of Japan, disguised as Majin Buu, clearly in his campaign to win votes. A photo of a bull in Brazil with a single horn on its head. A piece of ginger that curiously resembles a reindeer. No, it is not a person. For some reason this mannequin has facial hair. An old Blockbuster video membership card from 1999. This is what the interior of a commercial cargo ship looks like when it is empty. Writer Isaac Asimov sitting on a throne of every book he ever wrote. Over the course of his life, he wrote over 500 books and 380 short stories. This phenomenon is called crown shyness, where trees avoid touching each other. In this building is the National Fisheries Development Board in Hyderabad in India, clearly resembling a fish. A large number of sea lions sleeping on San Carlos Beach due to orca sightings nearby. A photo Sarah Simpkins who graduated college at the age of 102. A picture of a popular trend in 1950 called phone booth stuffing. The first guy to enter has to be the one who is regretting it the hardest. Concrete blocks which were used in the Second World War to block the passage of tanks. A beautiful and sweet X-ray of a mother giving a kiss to her child. For some reason, this stop sign is in lowercase. An anti-poaching ranger sitting with and comforting one of the young gorillas he protects after its mother died. An amazing photo of the northern lights shining on top of an erupting volcano. A photo of a dead wolf's jaw which had a tree branch trapped between its teeth for years until its death. A photo showing mushroom roots, just so you know. Mushroom roots are invisible inside trees and grasses. A photo of Awao Hakamada who, after spending a record of 45 years on death row for a crime he didn't commit, was finally released in 2024 after DNA evidence helped prove his innocence. A potato which is in the shape of a heart. The Isle of Aogashima is home to a town built inside the active volcano. Right now 170 people live there. A badly placed manhole cover. How can you look at this and think you did a good job? This guy wanted to eat some granola but was tricked by the oldest trick in the book. The way this guy eat this pizza, a bird flew into this person's room only to poop on his laptop and then decided to die in front of him. For no reason. This candle exploded, ruining the TV. These people ordered cheese quesadilla with sour cream at Taco Bell. Instead, they just got the quesadilla with sour cream. This glass desk literally exploded. The only thing intact is that bottle of water over there. For some reason, the D option was not enough for this teacher. This boy's father put a password on the thermostat. This is the most father thing that exists. Talking for 2 hours with the American Airlines customer service operator just to get 2 tickets refunded. The large amount of garbage people leave behind when they go to climb Mount Everest. Pope John Paul II shaking hands with the man that shot at him 4 times 2 years prior. Basketball court built inside karst cave in Guizhou, China. 2 fishermen in Australia caught this doomsday fish. This is the way axolotls get x-rays. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in rare color pictures in 1912 was the last time the Olympic and the Titanic would be photographed together. This metal is called gallium. This one can melt at 29.7 degrees Celsius, so you can melt it by holding it in your hand. This guy uses the calculator app so much that his fingerprints are marked specifically where the buttons are located. This is how real wasabi looks like before it becomes a paste. The streets of Rio de Janeiro after the elections are over. This is the NHK Super High Vision prototype from 2002, the world's first near 8K resolution video camera. The Teapot Dome service station in Zillah, Washington, which used to be a functional gas station. This toilet at a Dutch supermarket lets you test the brands of toilet paper they sell. This is what the skin of a shark looks like underneath an electron microscope. In 1924, a 106-year-old woman placed a personal ad in the Dundee Courier looking for a husband. A Captain Crunch bag which is not mixed. A cat with a bicolor face is the father of 2 kittens who share their colors. The Estadio Hernando Siles, home of the Bolivian national team, stands at an altitude of 3,637 meters above sea level. Other national teams have to bring oxygen masks just to acclimatize to the altitude. Old money that was recovered from the Titanic. The new official Vatican mascot called Luce, created for the 2025 Jubilee and to try to reach out to the youngest. This is a human washing capsule. It promises a 15-minute cleanse with personalized temperature control. This is the state in which JFK's car ended up on the day he was shot. That car now sits at the Ford Museum in Michigan. In 1950, A.C. Gilbert released this toy laboratory. What not many people knew at the time was that this toy had actual uranium in it. A photo of a regular cheetah next to a king cheetah, a very rare recessive gene. One of the clearest pictures ever taken on the surface of Venus. Venera 13, the robot who take the photos, succumbed to the harsh environment after only 127 minutes. Thanks to Imran Badr, we can now see the result of what the sun would look like when it dies. This is Lee Zequan, a boy who gained 15 kilograms in 3 months in order to undergo bone marrow transplant to help his ailing father. This guy grew a tomato in the shape of a turtle in his garden. This is how big a hard drive was, which could store 10 megabytes in the 60s. According to the Bible, this is the exact representation of what an angel would look like. This spider made its web between the horns and face of this impala. These giant craters in the Nevada desert were formed by nuclear bomb tests during the 1950s and the following years. Photo of 2 engineers, age 19 and 21, embracing while stuck on top of a wind turbine after a fire broke out. Unfortunately, neither of them survived. This McDonald's in China has exercise bike tables, so you can work off the calories while you consume them. In Japan, people casually leave their phones for seat saving when going to the toilet. This guy asked his wife for a divorce, and as revenge she took his PC and threw it out of a window. This image hurts just by looking at it. A photo of a banana of average size.